This is why women don't say anything, because of situations like this.
The man accused of molesting 3 young girls, all aged 10 or younger, is a free man.
A jury was supposed to get the case against James McKenzie yesterday. He's a U.S. Marine stationed in Grand Rapids, who at one time was the Marines' Toys for Tots program coordinator. But the judge hearing the case made the decision for them.
24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey in studio now with a reaction from the mother of 2 of the alleged victims in this case. Joe?
Well, King County Circuit Court Judge Mark Trusak decided there was not enough evidence to support a conviction against McKenzie, and now the mother of those 2 alleged victims is trying to explain to them the decision.
Yes, I thought that we were going to get justice, and we got nothing. And
we're not showing the mother's face to protect her daughter's identities. The 9 and 10-year-old told their mother last September that family friend James McKenzie had touched them inappropriately. She's now trying to explain to the girls why, in her opinion, the system failed them.
With the help of counselors, we'll be able to get through it. I try explaining to them that we did everything we could and we did everything the right way.
McKenzie was a family acquaintance whose own 10-year-old daughter had become friends with one of the alleged victims. He was living with the alleged victim's family while he waited to join his wife and children on a new assignment in Virginia when the girls told their mother about the incidents.
I felt really comfortable with him, and I have a lot of guilt for that.
There was enough evidence to send the case to trial, which started earlier in the week. The 9-year-old took the stand, but when it came time for her sister and a 3rd alleged victim to testify, they couldn't. The mother blames McKenzie, who she claims allowed his own 10-year-old daughter, the alleged victim's one-time friend, to come to court that day.
I wholeheartedly believe he did that on purpose. I think it was to intimidate her, and it worked.
When it came time to send the case to the jury, McKenzie's lawyer asked Judge Trusak for a directed verdict, which allows a judge to take the case out of the hands of a jury when the judge determines the evidence in the case is too weak to support a verdict. Judge Trusak, who has a reputation for being tough on defendants, like the man he sent to prison back in January for the killing of his girlfriend's 4-year-old son.
There is no question whatsoever that you committed this murder and that you beat this little boy to death.
Didn't feel the 9-year-old's testimony in the CSC case this week provided the jury with enough evidence to make a decision.
My 9-year-old was on stand for quite a long time telling her story, and was she not believed? Why wasn't that enough evidence? This is why women don't say anything, because of situations like this.
Transcripts of the 9-year-old's testimony, which might shed some light on why the judge made his decision, are not available. Trusak's decision cannot be appealed.